December 23rd, 2025. Today, outside Berry Cheese, one of the Savannah groupies was there. The little Savannah heads. She really thinks she's something. Don't she? She really thinks she's something. This psycho bee really thinks she's something. Some girls out there, well, we all know they were stealing for her, for that girl and her little, for that girl and her daughter. Her family wanted to make sure they were set up for life. Found out her ex-husband's girlfriends are now telling on him. That Michelle's telling everybody on him, and some girl that broke up with him when he found out what he was doing to her. Okay? And then that fucking moron. She is a fucking moron. I've seen the tapes before from that doctor, as if she doesn't know him. And they're telling everybody she don't even know who he is. And that they were drugging her before and they're using him. And that they're actually looking at him to see how many other patients he's taping unaware and drugging up. And with that group trying to exploit money. Okay. And that Michelle and that other girl, do we have to send people down to take care of them? Oh, bitch. And yo, bitch. You don't want to threaten Michelle. I haven't met her yet. But she rocks. One of these old girlfriends. She's telling all of them. She told an agent March 27th, 25 about their scam of the doctor not being one of my worst for them, and they lied. Of course they lied. And when they bashed him, I had they try to kill me or leave me incompetent. Yelled it out April 17th, 25, and she said they got her taped again. And then these people on April 24th, 25, you tell that guy Will that was to pull off a scam here to take care of Michelle. And then they left threats on that little girl. They were going to shave her head, make her work as a servant, all kinds of stuff. Don't Savannah think she awful great. Her and her friends. And how they were going to hurt Michelle. Michelle has her own little cult following. For somebody who's not a movie star, somebody who is not a singer, in this area, a beautiful young 18-year-old blonde girl getting away with crimes. People were like cheering her on. She was like a local hero, like Bonnie without Clyde. Okay? She had her own little cult following. Well, Michelle's been telling everybody where they threatened to do those things to her and more. She went around telling everybody, you're not going to threaten that girl. She rocks. Now, I want you to think of the laws. And this is how stupid these people are. It is illegal for a doctor to tape you unaware. It's a 10-year federal sentence. It is illegal for a doctor to talk about you without your permission. 10 years federal loss of license. It's illegal for another doctor to look up your medical records. Without your signed consent ID, and they verify it was you releasing it to them. Okay? Now, what's wrong with this? Totally illegal. And the law on HIPAA is so strict you can't even break in a private home, steal somebody's medical records, and use them against them. 10 years federal for an individual. See, when our country was founded, we just got freedom from England. They were taking over people's businesses, homes, stealing everything from them. And the people that founded our great nation wanted to make sure our government would never treat its people like this. And they wrote a constitution that keeps everybody honest. And then there became federal laws that even reinforce everything. Like HIPAA. The right to privacy over your medical records. See, that's where, like teenage girls last fall in Carrollton, you gotta learn your rights so people like this can't hurt you. First Amendment, freedom of speech. The only one that can tell you can't say anything is a judge in a jury trial, and only while the jury trial is in its proceedings. You have a freedom of religion. You worship any god you want in your own beliefs. We have a freedom of press, where we have newspapers, magazines, Google. If you are a law-abiding citizen, you can bear arms, okay? You also have a right to vote. You also have what we call the right to privacy over your home and over yourself. That no one can touch you unless you want them to. No one can be in your home, but police and agencies under a threat of life with statements and a coroner. To even do a search warrant, they have to have a coroner, and it can only be police and agencies. Not special permission for an attorney. That's crazy, and it's illegal. And the law states if an attorney sets up button cameras, they are to be disbarred and criminally charged with voyeurism. Listen, I'm a sex offender. It also, cyber stalking and illegal monitoring. Lost a license immediately and criminally charged. Attorney cannot have people stalk people and harass them. They can't even badmouth somebody outside a courtroom. They lose their license and are criminally charged. You also have a right to an attorney to represent you. You have a right to remain quiet. You have a right to a fair court trial, bail and bond, and not excessive bonds. You also have the right that no one can withhold protection from any U.S. citizen in any jurisdiction. You have the right that no one can seize your money or assets, but due to a process of law, you have to be found guilty and sued for it. You also have a right that no judge can just sign it over to them. It has to be a documented injury. Set them out by an impartial jury trial. Then HIPAA violations. No doctor can talk about you without your consent. Your medical records are your own. It's a 10-year federal sentence. No doctor can tape you unaware. It's a 10-year federal sentence. No doctor can look up somebody else's medical records without your signed consent and ID, and they have to verify it was you. It's 10 years federal for everyone. No attorney can have their doctor, friend, pull your medical records. It's 10 years loss of license for both. Can't break in a private home and steal medical records and use them against them. It's 10 years. The laws that made our great nation and all the freedoms that we hold in our hearts and at times take for granted. And until they're stolen from you, where you don't live your life in peace of being afraid of being harassed, killed, sold, harmed, and you learn just to survive, you don't know what freedom is. I understood it during the case. It's living your life in peace. I pray for freedom. Now, where they said this whole thing, they were doing it all for a poor family. And it came out after April 28th, 24. They were stealing for Pam and Jack's daughter, Savannah, the crackhead, that had a drug dealer's baby. And that drug dealer is running a con to extort money out of the government. Her uncle was a minister when he was alive and hated the government. Despised him. His occult, along with his crackhead niece, her drug dealer's baby, ran a drug scam on the government, thinking the government was stupid, that he hated, and he could con him out of money. November 23rd, 25, up in Summit Mall, Macy's. Some girls yelling out how they went to my ex-husband. They needed to run a scam on somebody, and they wanted to try to extort money out of the government. He agreed to let them use me if they made sure I got everything in the divorce. December 1st, 25, Michelle went to another investigator. Told them about the dirty doctor not being one of mine, works for them, and that they lied. Of course they lied. See, that's where yesterday some guy said, I didn't think about it. They said they were not interested in her. They told them in 19 they were never interested in me. They want to know that guy that's supposed to be a doctor, what other patients are he taping unaware? And end up with an extortion group to destroy him and steal everything they got. See, no real doctor tapes you unaware because it's federal prison. No real doctor would show you those illegal tapes. It's 10 years federal. And then share them with the public. Get him? And where they say, an attorney's office is saying she's some kind of weirdo. No attorney's office would badmouth you outside the courtroom. It's a loss of license and federally charged. Do we understand? It's Savannah and her friends. They're scamming everybody. Where the Louisville police on May 30th, 25 at 1 o'clock in the morning, they were outside talking to some lady, part of the extortion ring, okay? And how she thought she could scam me out of money and didn't know I knew surveillance laws. Play with somebody stupid or bitch. And they said they found the real case. Said her ex-husband hired 2 men on his own. One said he was an attorney, so it made it legal. No, it didn't. It made it worse illegal. You know why? Because they know better. They know better. No attorney could be in my home. They didn't have special permission. There's no such thing. Like their fake sodium pentothal reports, the hypnotic drugs, and told us, hey, Photoshop washing. Michelle told that guy December 1st, 25, that was in there. And that the doctor from before was not one of mine, works for them, and they lied. Where that guy said, they said they already knew they were using that guy to keep her drugged up there. Well, they said that last year in Alliance. We all know they were using that guy to keep you drugged up there. Now, I want you to start thinking about how stupid you are and how much Savannah and her drug-dealing boyfriend are scamming you. In 19, they said, look at all these idiot people that are helping out in this. Called you people idiots. Oh, let's see, low IQ, low educated people. You like being called retards for helping out Savannah, a very wealthy family, but she wants to be a millionaire the rest of her life. And she thinks all you retards. She should be able to have people drugged and told to say stuff, beaten, raped in their own home. She can sell kiddie porn, little kids going potty. She can human traffic victims. She helped sell some of those people that got sold out of Ohio. She was human trafficking me, her and her friends, and attempt to extort money out of the government. You know how big a retard you look when people say, do you know what they found out from her before? Oh, where they're supposed to drug me and told me to say it? Where Officer Mark told a lady in August of 23 on a Tuesday between noon and 1, it's documented and verified I was framed before. Framed, and it was a drug cartel. Savannah's drug friends. The crackhead and her drug-dealing boyfriend. Running a drug scam. You're all fucking falling for it.